And 5, 4, 3, 2, Advanced English Reading. A threat to bananas. Let's read. In the 1950s, the Central American commercial banana growers were facing the death of their most lucrative product, the gross Michael banana known as Big Mike. And now it's happening again. The Big Mike's successor, the Cavendish, Big Mike's successor, with its easily transported, thick-skinned and sweet-tasting fruit. The gross Michael banana plant dominated the plantation of Central America. Unit Fruit, the main grower and exporter in South America at the time, mass-produced its bananas in the most efficient way possible. It cloned shoots from the stems of plants instead of growing plants from seeds, and cultivated them in densely packed fields. Unfortunately, these conditions are also perfect for the spread of the fungus Fusarium oxysporum cubans, which attacks the plant's roots and prevents it from transporting water to the stem and leaves. The TR1 strain of the fungus was resistant to crop sprays and traveled around on boots or the tires of trucks, slowly infecting plantations across the region. In an attempt to escape the fungus, farmers abandoned infected fields, flooded them, and then replanted crops somewhere else, often cutting down rainforests to do so. Their efforts failed, so instead they searched for a variety of banana that the fungus didn't affect. They found the Cavendish, and it was called in the greenhouse of British Duke. Or they found the Cavendish as it was called in the greenhouse of a British Duke. It wasn't as well suited for shipping as the gross Michael, but its banana tasted good enough to keep consumers happy. Most importantly, TR1 didn't seem to affect it. In a few years, United Fruit had saved itself from bankruptcy by filling its plantation with thousands of new plants, copying the same monoculture growing conditions Gross Michael had thrived in. While the operation was a huge success for the Latin American industry, the Cavendish banana itself is far from safe. In 2014, Southeast Asia, another major banana producer, exported 4 million tons of Cavendish bananas. But in 2015, its exports had dropped by 46% thanks to a combination of another strain of the fungus, TR4, and bad weather. Growing practices in Southeast Asia haven't helped matters. Growers can't always afford the expensive lab-based methods to clone plants from shoots without spreading the disease. Also, they often are strict enough about cleaning farm equipment and quarantining infected fields. As a result, the fungus has spread to Australia, the Middle East, and Mozambique, and Latin America, heavily dependent on its monoculture Cavendish crops, could easily be next. Racing against the inevitable, scientists are working on solving the problem by genetically modifying the Cavendish with genes from TR4 resistant banana species. Researchers at the Queensland University of Technology have successfully grown two kinds of modified plant which have remained resistant for 3 years so far. But some experts think this is just a sophisticated version of the same temporary solution the original Cavendish provided. If the new bananas are planted in the same monocultures as the Cavendish and the Gros Michael before it, the risk is that another strain of the disease may rise up to threaten the modified plants too. Now, choose the best answer. Mass produced bananas are hmm, mass produced bananas are grown from seeds because it's efficient, cloned because it's a fast and cheap way to grow them, sweeter than other bananas exported to Central America. In my opinion, they are cloned because it's a fast and cheap way to grow them. Then, okay. Okay? Okay. Now, next question. The spread of the TR strain was caused by lack of water, speeded up by the flooding of banana fields, slowed down by crop spraying, or helped by the movement of people and vehicles. In my opinion, it is helped by the movement of people and vehicles. Okay? I might fail in the future. Let's check. Okay, if I can manage this. Which sentence is not true? There are 4 items remaining. The Cavendish replaced the Gros Michael. Remember, which sentence is not true? Okay? The Cavendish bananas were easier to transport than the Gros Michael. The Cavendish replaced the Gros Michael. The Cavendish was resistant to the fungus. Or the Cavendish stopped United Fruit from losing more money. I think it is this one. I'm not sure. Okay. Next. There are 3 items remaining. Southeast Asia's Cavendish exports fell in 2015 because a new strain of the fungus has developed. Farmers can't afford new farming technology. They had to quarantine their fruit. They depended too much on other countries. What do you think? I think a new strain of the fungus has developed. Okay, two items remaining. Genetically modifying bananas may mean farmers can grow the gross Michael again, cause farmers to repeat the mistakes of the past, encourage farmers to try new growing methods, only be a short-term solution. Let me think about this because I might fail. I think it is mean the farmers can grow the gross Michael again. One item remaining. How would you describe the writer's opinion about the future of the Cavendish? Optimistic, pessimistic, cautious, and interested. Hmm? Pessimistic, in my opinion. Okay. Now, I'll press finish to check my answers. Are you ready? Okay. Okay. Here are giving my results. Okay. Total score 3 out of 6. I got 50%. Okay. Here is the result. Pessimistic, wrong. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I'll try again, okay? Thank you.